For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020. Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and we're looking once again from our Rondo Rock Sky-Fi Tower cam at Turtle Rock, and boaters there at the bottom of your screen. And a little safety tip: it is blazing hot out there, and if you are on the water, especially the Columbia River right now, surface water temperatures around 60 degrees. So if we're at 95 degrees and you just jump right in that 60-degree water, it will take your breath away. So if you are going to go swimming or cool off, do it slowly, because the temperature difference will make a difference. And boy, are we going to get hot. In fact, all kinds of watches and red flag warnings out for a lot of Washington State right now. The area in red, that is a red flag warning, and that does include us here in the Wenatchee area from 4 this afternoon until 11 o'clock tonight. Conditions favorable for fire starts, with a little bit of a breeze coming up later on today and into tonight. Also, these hot temperatures and low humidities, heat advisory down in the Tri-Cities, and a fire weather watch up for parts of Okanogan County. We'll talk about hot the temperatures could get, not only today, but in the future as well, coming up in your weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A research student was rescued yesterday after she was forced up a tree by several wolves. At last night's Wenatchee City Council meeting, a public hearing was held in order for the public to comment on proposed voting districts in Wenatchee. And as a result of increasing fire danger in the National Forest, beginning today, campfire restrictions go into effect in the Okanogan-Wenatchee National Forest. But first, we begin tonight. A Wenatchee woman faces manslaughter charges in the 2017 death of her 2-year-old son. Douglas County Sheriff Kevin Morris says 34-year-old Elaine Hurd was arrested Wednesday following an extensive investigation into Hurd's son's death. The sheriff shared that the investigation revealed Hurd failed to obtain necessary medical treatment for her son and for a broken arm and blunt force trauma to his head, which resulted in the boy's death. The boy was treated for a head injury after having a seizure at Hurd's former boyfriend's house in June of last year. That was in the East Wenatchee area. He died at Harborview Medical Center. Hurd was booked into Chelan County Regional Jail without incident. A research student was rescued yesterday after she was forced up a tree by several wolves that surrounded her near Tiffany Spring Campground in Okanogan County. The pack has been identified as the Loop Loop Pack. Sheriff Frank Rogers issued a news release reporting his office was notified at around 12:30 that a research student was near the campground at 20 Mile Meadows surveying the area when she came across wolves. He said she reported that she was 30 feet up in a tree with a pack of wolves surrounding it. Deputies and search and rescue crews responded with orders to shoot the wolves if they were still threatening the female student. A DNR helicopter crew was dispatched, and the pilot reported observing wolves on the ground. The helicopter landed and the student was rescued, apparently unharmed. Sheriff Rogers says the matter is under investigation. Well, at last night's Wenatchee City Council meeting, a public hearing was held in order for the public to comment on proposed voting districts in Wenatchee to replace the current at-large election of city council members. Here's more on that story. The Wenatchee City Council has been wrestling with the issue on whether all Wenatchee citizens are equally represented here in the Wenatchee City Council. Tonight, for the first time, they'll get to hear from the public.
As a voter who lives on the border of South Wenatchee's district map, I am not in favor of the district voting. I am not hearing a clear reason for these proposals other than using ethnicity at its core.
I'd be happy if you guys just, kind of bailed on it for the time being, because we have a good situation right now. I've never seen a problem yet, so anyone can run for a position that's a citizen here, and I don't think chopping us up into sections is going to help the matter. I think it's going to hurt us.
When I first moved to Wenatchee 25 years ago, one of my first questions was, why don't we have representative districts? I've lived in Wisconsin and Montana and Washington, and I was actually floored that I didn't get to have somebody representing my neighborhood.
Que se implementaran 7 distritos.
My suggestion is to implement 7 districts.
Porque de esta forma tendremos a un vecino nuestro que nos represente ahí en esas sillas.
In that way, we're going to have a neighbor that we know to represent us in the council.
Un vecino que esté mirando los retos que estamos teniendo día a día en el vecindario.
A neighbor that is able to come bring to you all the challenges that we have day to day.
Following over an hour of public comment on this issue, it's clear Wenatchee very split on this issue. Should Wenatchee go to district voting or stay at-large voting? Some say it's not including enough of our minority population with our at-large voting system. Others say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. One thing is for sure, the Wenatchee City Council will decide on this matter coming up at their next regular meeting on Thursday, August 9th. From Wenatchee City Hall, Grant Olson, NCWLIFE News. The Washington Voter Rights Act of 2018 states that all voters be equally represented. The council now will decide on 7 voting districts in the city, or 5 voting districts with 2 at-large candidates, or keep the current system of 7 at-large city council members. Well, as a result of increasing fire danger in the National Forest, beginning today, campfire restrictions go into effect in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest. Campfires will only be allowed in developed campgrounds, which usually have amenities such as metal fire rings, picnic tables, and outhouses. In all other areas, building, maintaining, attending, or using a campfire or stove fire will be prohibited. That also includes a fire made from briquettes. Visit or call the appropriate ranger station to obtain information on specific campground restrictions. Coming up next, as the summer construction season ramps up, Chelan County commissioners express concerns about higher than expected costs. A Chelan County Sheriff's deputy confirms the arrest of 2 men yesterday after they were suspected of illegally shooting salmon with crossbows in the Chelan River. And we'll have a look at all there is to do around the valley this weekend. And if you're in the Chelan area this weekend, keep your eyes to the skies as the U.S. and Canadian Open Paragliding competition takes place. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Vominos junk haulers, big or small, they haul it all. Vominos junk haulers are experienced at hauling junk from your household items to yard and construction debris. That old hot tub and eyesore, Vominos, will make it Vominos. Recycling is a priority to Vominos junk haulers. They'll haul away your old appliances and electronics. And for the do-it-yourselfers, Vominos Junk Haulers also rents trucks and trailers. Call Vominos Junk Haulers and Moving Service today to schedule your free estimate.
Hi, Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. When you think of Alpine Air in Wenatchee, think of professional, friendly customer service for all your heating and cooling needs. Alpine Air partners with Carrier, manufacturers of some of the best heating and air conditioning equipment available today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Visit our store in Wenatchee, meet our people, see our shop. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
Welcome back. In other news, as the summer construction season ramps up, Chelan County commissioners express concerns about higher than expected costs. Commissioner Keith Gaynor says it's an expensive bidding climate.
The unfortunate thing with some of these bid openings that we have had some where we've had no bidders. And then we've had some bids that were way beyond the engineer's estimate. We've had to reject all bids. So it's been a challenge actually to get some of these projects, get contractors to do them, and I'm not sure if it's because there's just so much activity and it's not a high priority for them to work with the county projects or what, but we will be continuing to try and get these projects cared for.
Commissioners report several projects are currently under construction. The Eagle Creek Road improvements have been completed in the Leavenworth area, and crews continue to do chip sealing work around the county. The Mission Ridge Road improvements are also underway. A Chelan County Sheriff's deputy confirms the arrest of 2 men earlier this morning after they were suspected of illegally shooting salmon with crossbows in the Chelan River. The 2 men had reportedly fled from a state fish and wildlife officer who had observed them in the Chelan Falls area. The deputy says the sheriff's helicopter happened to be in the air at the time conducting a training flight, and it was used to help track down those 2 suspects. Time now for NCWLIFE's Megan McPherson to fill us in on some of the events going on this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Stage Kids Washington presents Disney's Mulan Jr. Friday, July 13th and Saturday, July 14th. Based on Disney's Oscar-nominated film, Disney's Mulan Jr. is a heartwarming celebration of culture, honor, and the fighting spirit. With hit songs and a story packed with action, humor, and heart, Disney's Mulan Jr. brings ancient China to life with a modern sensibility. Get your tickets at numericapack.org. The Lake Chelan Boating Club Poker Run 2018 is Friday through Sunday at the Lake Chelan Boating Club. On Friday at 6 p.m. in the center of Manson, Poker Run boat owners gather for registration, and many bring their boats to display for other participants and the public. Saturday is the Poker Run 2018, and this year's theme is the jungle. There is a dinner that evening and prizes awarded. Those not in the Poker Run teams can buy tickets for meals at the clubhouse. Sunday is a day to relax and unwind at the clubhouse. July and Christmas is this Saturday at Kris Kringle in Leavenworth from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This year, the elves will be perfecting their ice shaving skills to deliver some tasty tropical flavored snow cones. Sven will be serenading you with his best Beach Boys impression. Santa will be in his Hawaiian tee taking pictures with kids of all ages. Also, there will be a face painting station. Favorite local artist Candace Dillhoff will have several designs for you to choose from. Raffle drawings will begin at 7 p.m. Everyone will receive 1 ticket upon arrival. Any purchase over $100 will get you an extra ticket. In addition, 1 very special ornament handmade by the Kringle staff will be given to a lucky guest. Pineapple Mayhem is this Saturday night from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the Calvary Crossroads Church. This free event is the place to be if you're in middle or high school. It's a one-night party full of games, crazy inflatables, and your friends. Activities range from dodgeball to karaoke to crazy inflatables to special performances and snacks. Doors open at 6:45 p.m. Parking and entrance signs will be posted as you enter. There's no cost for this event. It is absolutely free, so invite everyone. Security will be on site. And finally, the Lighthouse Open House is this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 410 South Columbia Street in Wenatchee. This will be the future Ministry Center, which will be home for the Ministry Soup Kitchen, clinic, food distribution center, offices, and worship facility. Lighthouse Christian Ministries hopes to raise $100,000 needed to complete renovation of the center, serving the homeless and those at risk of homelessness. If Lighthouse can raise the money from the community by August, a group of 16 donors has pledged to match it for a total of $200,000. Lighthouse has raised $1.2 million for the $1.4 million project. As long as funds are secured this summer, there are no delays anticipated, and the Ministry Center should be open by the end of November. For more information on this weekend's events, visit ncwlife.com.
Also this weekend, if you're in the Chelan area, keep your eyes to the skies as the U.S. and Canadian Open paragliding competition runs until Saturday on the Chelan Butte. 131 pilots from around the world launch into the Chelan Air to complete flying tasks over the duration of that competition. Tuesday's events were called off due to high winds, and paragliders were expected to take to the skies today with warmer temperatures and a calmer breeze. The competition is a pre-World Cup event as paragliders compete in categories such as distance and time. Participants will land in the Chelan Falls soccer field throughout that competition. You're watching the NCWLIFE News. Coming up next, your sports update with Eric Granstrom and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
It's a free walk-in job search assistance center. It is designed to help job seekers with the tools that they need to find a job. We have partnered with libraries in 5 other cities, providing the same types of services that we offer here, just there.
Just walk in, we have laptops, and we can help you with resume, cover letter.
All of our services are paid for by the revenues earned in our store. Goodwill is just a tool that the community is using to help their neighbors find a job. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Friday the 13th. It's Friday today, but it seemed like last night was Friday the 13th for both the Apple Sox and the Mariners, as both lost badly in their baseball games. Wenatchee committed 4 errors, allowed 6 unearned runs in a 10-4 loss to the Bellingham Bells at Paul Thomas Senior Field last night. Only good news on the sour night was that Wenatchee's Matt Marenko, Connor McCord, and Evan Williams each had 2-hit nights, and Isaac Barrera drove in 2 runs. Michael Spellacy took the loss on the mound, going 5 innings, allowing 3 runs, none of which were earned, by the way, on 6 hits with 6 strikeouts. Carson Olson was the winner for the Bells, relieving in the 5th and allowing a run and a hit and 3 walks. Apple Sox hope for better luck in Bellingham now as the home series shifts to Joe Martin Field. First pitch tonight at 6:35. On the Les Schwab scoreboard in the West Coast League last night, Victor Cerny's RBI double in the bottom of the 9th gave Yakima Valley a 7-6 win over Corvallis at Yakima County Stadium. Pippins took 2 of 3 from the Knights in that series. Kaiser Weiss's 2-run double highlighted a 4-run 7th as the Bend Elks won at Kelowna by a score of 8-6. Michael Newstrom and 3 relievers held Walla Walla to a 3-hit shutout as Portland pounded the Sweets 12-0. Gio Diaz, there's a good name for you. Gio Diaz also shined at the plate, going 3 for 5 with a 2-run home run. And Port Angeles used a 7-run 5th inning to beat Highline in non-league action by a score of 9-6. On the West Coast League schedule for tonight, Port Angeles gets back into league play with the first of 3 at Corvallis. Cowlitz hosts Victoria. There you see Wenatchee at Bellingham. Bend takes on Yakima Valley. Kelowna travels to Portland. And in a non-league game, Walla Walla hosts the River City Athletics. Well, tonight starts a busy weekend of racing at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval. It's the Jerry's Auto Supply Thunder in the Valley tonight and tomorrow up at Fancher, featuring the Wesco winged sprint cars, the Will Rock ISRL non-wing sprint cars. These are fast vehicles. Northwest Focus Midgets, Can-Am Early Stock Old Timer Challenge, West Coast Vintage, and the WMRA. Heat races 4:30. That's for tomorrow as well at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval. Also coming up this weekend on the sports calendar, Wenatchee Senior Softball League has its year-end tournament to Walla Walla Point Park tomorrow and Sunday. The Hot Dams Women's Softball Tournament is happening at Kirby Billingsley Hydro Park. That's tomorrow and on Sunday. And for boating enthusiasts, the Lake Chelan Poker Runs this weekend, hosted by the Lake Chelan Boating Club. There's a show and shine to see many of the 62 registered boats in downtown Massillon tonight. Then tomorrow, the teens will race the entire length of Lake Chelan, picking up poker tickets at various spots for a chance to win cash and prizes. Also a note to boaters on Lake Chelan, there'll be a lot of those fast-running cigar-type boats out on the water this weekend. Well, James Paxton lasted just 2/3 of an inning, allowing 2 home runs in the process as the Mariners fell to the Angels 11-2 last night. Team trainers walked Paxton off the mound, concerned immediately about the Big Maple. Manager Scott Service says it was just a back issue.
Pax felt fine coming into the game. When he got down in the bullpen to warm up before the game, he felt tightness in his back. It started to loosen up a little bit in the bullpen. going out in the first inning. You could tell right from the get-go he was not right tonight, and he wanted to give it a go and try to battle through it, hoping it would loosen up. It was quickly, you could see that it was not the typical James Paxton, so thought it best to just get him out of the ball game. Nothing serious. He's been checked out by doctors here. Obviously that was his last outing before the All-Star break, so he'll have some time to kind of calm it down and recoup. Fully expect him to come out of the break and be good to go. So it was just one of those freak things that happened tonight, but no structural damage, just a muscle spasm in the low back, and he should be fine going forward.
Meanwhile, in the contest, Albert Pujols tied Ken Griffey Jr. in career home runs with 630. So he had 2 round trippers on the night. LA finished with 15 hits in the game, 4 of which home runs. The game got so out of hand at one point that utility man Andrew Romine pitched the 8th inning. D. Gordon and Denard Span each had 2 hits for the Mariners, who've lost now 5 of their past 8. Seattle limps into the All-Star break with the first of 3 games in interleague play tonight at Colorado against the Rockies. Also, American League West last night, 1 on the Les Schwab scoreboard for you. Oakland scored 6 unanswered runs to come from behind to beat Houston 6-4. They took 3 of 4 from the Astros in that series. There you see it. Seattle 3 games back at Houston, 8 games now behind for Oakland in the standings. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a great weekend. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Well, if you're a U.S. military veteran in need of help, mark August 4th on your calendar. That's the date set for the next Stand Down event in Wenatchee. The event is hosted by Vets Serving Vets of North Central Washington. In tonight's featured story, group co-founder Ron Bruno says something new has been added for this year's Stand Down.
We are hosting the Stand Down again this year, August 4th. The hours will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the National Guard Armory at 1230 5th Street. And this year's Stand Down, we're hoping to be even bigger and better than what it's been in the past. Couple of the new additions this year on top of the things that we've had in the past is we actually have a dental van coming, and when I say dental van, I mean a fully functional operational van that is going to be performing immediate dental care that the individual veterans need. And again, it's going to be basically first come, first serve, because it's not that huge, especially to serve a full crowd like we're going to have. But that's something we're really looking forward to having this year.
The Stand Down will also serve as a food bank for needy vets.
We will be totally deleting the food items that we have here in the bunker presently. What we do have here, we give out all year long to the needy veterans from throughout our whole community. So that's all going to be gone. It'll be turned over, so we're going to need to replenish that, add to that as things go on, as well as we have what we call a personal hygiene kits that consist of like toothbrushes, soap, possibly shampoo and things of that nature that really went over big last year. So this year we've collected more and still ongoing collecting those, such as the little sample type products that you see in the hotels, motels.
Nice.
People will just pick up and drop off, and they really come in handy here.
So folks, again, the next Stand Down coming up August 4th at the Armory on 5th Street here in Wenatchee. And obviously people can contact the bunker or any one of its operators to learn more?
Yes, they can go ahead and stop by the bunker here, check in with us, give us a call down here. Our number is 885-5558, and we'll see what we can do to find a place for you to help and assist. One of our local businesses, D.A. Davidson, their whole entire staff is coming down to support us and work at the Stand Down. So we're looking forward to the joint relationship with them as well.
The Stand Down is slated for August 4th at the Wenatchee Armory on 5th Street, starting at 9 a.m. We'll be back with your complete local weather forecast right after this.
I have a doctor who knows what they're talking about.
It's just so much more hands-on and friendly than anywhere else I've ever been.
It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted.
We've just been grateful for the care and respect that we've been given there.
And here when I come to visit my doctor, I'm not afraid to ask questions.
It's not just about getting you in and out.
I love my care at CVCH. It's awesome. Give it a try.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas. And introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and Eniat. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Now time for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Before we get to the details, let's take a look outside our weather window, and it's a hot one out there today as we take a look from Rondo Rock back to Turtle Rock. Some boats traveling on the Columbia River. The beautiful day to do that. A few high wispy clouds out there. Temperatures for most of the afternoon in the mid-90s today. And as we take a look at our surface loop, temperatures just going up from there. Here's our temperature map once again, and this is what we're seeing this afternoon. Keep in mind the dark oranges and reddish colors are very hot temperatures. As we move into Saturday, a weak cold front will move through tonight, and that will cool us off a few degrees for Saturday. We're still talking 90s, but not mid to upper 90s. By Sunday, back to the heat as that area of high pressure intensifies. We'll be once again in the middle 90s on Sunday. As we move into the work week next week, Monday even hotter. In fact, we could see 100 degrees in the Wenatchee area. Tri-Cities almost 105. Take a look out in the Pacific to the left side of your screen and notice that clockwise circulation of wind. That's what's fueling the high pressure that's bringing all that warm air in. Tuesday, more of the same with hot weather continuing even into Wednesday and into Thursday. Let's take a look at your quick lube and tune forecast now. And tonight, a very mild 67 degrees for your overnight low, 93 to start our weekend on Saturday, 97 on Sunday with 68 our overnight low. We talked about it being hot on Monday, 100, our first time that we could reach 100 this year. Tuesday, 99. It'll stay hot even in Wednesday and into Thursday with temperatures then in the lower to mid 90s, lows in the mid to upper 60s. Boy, stay cool out there. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz, and Dan will also bring you the news. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Lakeshland Mailboxes is a small place with a lot to offer. Job one is shipping and receiving from A to Z. They pack it, they label it, they ship it. But did you know we also offer notary service, online computer access, legal forms, copies, greeting cards, and of course, mailboxes. Chelan Mailboxes, everything you need in one small package.